Hi, my name is Keatski Hawk, and welcome to Yoga Niblets. Hands and wrists and forearms can become fatigued when we're busily typing, mousing, writing, knitting, crocheting, needle pointing. You get the idea. So let's take care of the hands and the wrists and the forearms. So first, just take your thumb and touch your forefinger together. And then touch your middle finger and open, and then touch your fourth finger, and then touch your pinky finger. And then reverse it. Touch your ring finger, middle finger, forefinger. And let's go do that just as well as you can, as in a good pace, just touching the thumb to the tips of the fingers in sequence. Oof, I just got confused. Maybe you get confused. You just pick it up where you left off and keep going. All right, here we go. Take the right thumb to the right pinky and the left thumb to the left forefinger. And let's try that. Go in reverse order, back and forth until you kind of feel comfortable. And breathe. And if you get confused, just get back to it. Remember that you can pause and go slower, that perhaps you sped it up too quickly. And guess what? We're going to reverse that. Left finger to left pinky, right forefinger to right thumb to right forefinger. Boop, 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 boop. I have to look down every now and then to be sure that I'm touching the right finger in sequence. Not that there's a wrong finger, it's just what we've planned to do. Do our plans always work out? No, but when they go off kilter, we just come back and start again. See if you could do that one more time up the scale, one more time back down, and go ahead, shake your hands out, and that will loosen your brain up for sure. Lovely. So I'm shaking my hands like I'm waving bye-bye. I'm going to shake my hands like I'm shaking water off my fingertips, like poof, woof, 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 bye-bye. Woof, 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 water off the fingertips, bye-bye. Keep going bye-bye with the right hand, shake water off the fingertips with the left, and reverse, and reverse, and reverse. And go ahead, bring your hands down, and notice the sensations in your hands and wrists. Little warm up for the fingers, little warm up for the connection to the wrist. Let's do a little stretching. Pulling back on the fingers of the left hand, push the left arm forward a little bit until you get an acute right angle here with your hand. Everyone has different flexibility through the wrist, so find an angle that suits you. There's no perfect, ultimate stretch for the wrist. It's a stretch that your wrist needs right now. Take a moment and run your mind's eye and your sensational awareness, your sensate awareness, from the elbow up through the wrist to the palm of the hand. Just notice what you feel here on the left hand. Release that, rock the wrists. Notice the sensations in the left wrist and notice the right. And then bring your awareness of sensation, your sensate awareness, to the flexion in your right wrist. More or less, more neutral. Is the angle similar? Is it different? It's not wrong or right, it's what is. And so you're just checking to see what it's like right now. What does it feel like now? And of course, I hope you're breathing. One more lovely breath. And before we conclude this side, bring your sensate awareness, your awareness of sensation from the elbow through the forearm, around the wrist into the palm. And release and rotate the hands around the wrist, nice and loose. Articulate the fingers. I'm moving my fingers wide and curling them in as I rotate my hands around the wrist. So give everything a nice bit of movement here. Bring the hands in front of you, interleave your fingers, turn your palms out. And now, see how the wrists feel as you're stretching them both simultaneously, stretching the arms out. Let's give a little bonus stretch for the shoulders by rounding the shoulders forward, stretching in between the shoulder blades. Release that effort, bring the hands back. Now put the fingernails together, then put the back of your hands toward one another. They may never touch, or they may touch completely. Your hands may be up in front of your face, or they may be down at your waist. You just bring the hands down, so we're moving the wrist in the opposite direction. Fingernail to fingernail, back of hand to back of hand. You yourself are in charge of how long you stay in any posture at any time, and how much effort you put into the posture at any day, at any time, whether it's a mat practice, standing practice, seated practice. You get to be in charge of how much you feel. Slowly release. This is a big stretch. Slowly, slowly release. Notice the sensations as you release. And once again, rotate the hands around the wrist. And lots of love and appreciation for the joints of the fingers and the wrists and the muscles of the fingers, the hands, and the arms. They do so much, and we seldom think about it unless they're hurt or injured in some way. And hands down on the lap, on the desk, on the arms of the chair. Pause. Feel. And thank you. Wonderful.